I was just trying to do too much, you know. I really think. I mean, that might be part of it. I've haven't been having crashes on OBS at least like I don't know once. Lars, good job. I always forget that people can now redeem that twice. I feel like maybe I try to do too much. I have multiple cameras going. I have I have a green screen, a virtual green screen thing going here. I'm probably doing too much, but OBS has crashed on me a couple of times. What was the last thing you heard? Because yeah, I hope that didn't cut me off at a very awkward point. What was the last thing you heard me talking about? Get hecked. And now I have two VODs I have to stitch together. That's great. Thanks. Choices. I was talking about my kid, right? Like, I'm not gonna be, oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, like, you know, whatever he ends up being into, whoever he ends up being into, I'm not gonna let him, like, I don't let him be in his room alone, you know? But also, I don't think I'm gonna be super militant about it. That was my point. You know? But things might change as he and I both get older. You know? I don't know. That was basically it. I don't know. I just don't know where it cut me off and if it sounded weird. Bum, 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 bum. Now, what are these ones representing? Do, 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 do. And then red. Yeah, what's the ranking now? I was a little worried that Dutch was gonna grab it again and increase it even more, and then Lutz would be like, "How did he get 2 when there was only 1 stream?" Like, well, let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Bum, 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 bum. All right, I'm not sure who that's supposed to represent in here. Maybe Lando's capes. His cape closet. The paper packaging info is on my instructions too. I'm telling you, it's been there for like years now. I don't think that's even an over exaggeration at this point. I feel like they started talking about that around the time that I started streaming, because I feel like I talk about it each time. And how it just doesn't seem like it's actually happening, you know? Finish that page? I did. Okay. All right. We're going to add these guys here for, I'm assuming, some more stability. You know what? Speaking of kids, things have been really good lately on the kid front. I was just thinking about it this morning, too, randomly. I was just thinking, like, you know, ages 1 and 2 was pretty easy. Like, the baby stage definitely had its own challenges, but it all felt very, like, it all kind of, like, worked together really well. Like, once we hit our stride, we were like, okay, we got this. Like, this is cool. 2 was kind of similar. Like, he was very similar. At 2, we didn't really notice. We didn't really have the terrible 2s. 3, on the other hand, is a completely different story. 3 was rough. 3 was like, and I don't think that's all him, right? I think we also went through quite a bit at age 3 as well. Which way does that go in? Okay. Okay, pushes through. This way? Does that even work? Just like we were going through a lot during that time too. There we go. Like that, I guess. Shoot, no, the other way. So 3 was hard, and then into 4, things started to kind of get just a little bit easier here and there. Really hitting our stride. Is that right? That's right. Okay, cool. And now, like, after like 4.5, like, things are like, this kid is like so good. He's so smart. It isn't about being good. That's not the message I want to bring across. It's just about being like more aware of himself, more aware of us, of like his, like, you can kind of see him coming into his realization of who he is as a person, which is also scary. But bedtime is so much easier. Getting him to brush his teeth is so... Things have started to slowly feel like it's not like a fight, that we're like, hey, we're in this together. We have your best interests at heart, That's like the best place to be, I think. Obviously, things are still going to happen. We're still going to have our challenges and our times. And, just the other day, we had a minute that we were both Ashley and I looked at each other like, we haven't done this in a long time. Like, this is... But then he calmed himself down. He's trying to learn how to like calm himself, taking deep breaths. And if he's getting too frustrated, walking away from something, you don't have to throw the thing that you're frustrated at. You can set it down and then walk away. Like, he's getting there. You can see him forming those pathways in his brain, and it's pretty cool. There'll still be moments. There'll still be things that happen, but they just get less and less. And speaking of, there's Mrs. Nonder. Hello. Good morning. You're up early. He's not up already, is he? We're just talking about how great things have been. And then I'm like, and why is he awake? Go to sleep. It's not like that. Like, I was thinking about it this morning. I don't know if you heard me talking, Ashley, but like how like 3 was like really hard. 1 and 2, it had its challenges, but like I feel like we got into a groove pretty quickly with that. But then 3 was hard, and then just slowly over time, like 4.5, he's so funny. He's so funny. And he's so smart. He might be too smart. I'm a little worried how smart he is. He's going to be a little smart aleck, Bum, bum, bum. Okay. This is a fun one. We're building this shell. And then I bet this set actually might take me 2 streams. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this in 1 stream or not. There's a lot of... I'm only on bag number 2. There's a lot left. It is a lot earlier than I thought it was, though. Whoops. Oh. He's a sweet boy. He's not up yet. I just woke up. Okay, good. Good. He really is. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, man, we got so lucky. I don't know how we got so lucky, but we did. Okay. Yeah, I guess that overlaps a little bit there. Dun, dun, dun. He drew something the other day. He has these markers where he draws on the wall, or not the wall, sorry, the glass, the back doors, the glass doors out back. And he can like draw on them, and then we can just wipe them up, right? And he drew the solar system, which he always does. That's not uncommon for him. But he drew the sun, and he had to have started with the sun, right? He almost always starts sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, But he drew right where the door started and the glass started. He drew like a half of a sun to just represent the sun halved up next to, because he knew he wouldn't be able to fit all the planets then, before he even drew the planets. So he did like a half sun. And I don't know why that impressed me so much, but I was like, I don't even think I would have had the foresight to think of that before I did it. I'd be like doing the planets and be like, I ran out of space. I should have put the sun. I should have moved the sun. But he like knew before he put it in how he could make it fit. And that was, I don't know, that was pretty impressive. Am I just being one of those dads who's like, my kid's so smart, and the kid just does something super basic? Maybe. But don't tell me, okay? Don't tell me that. Why would you say that? What a weird thing to say. Let me have my moment. Didn't it? Wait, didn't it say to put one of these on the bottom? No, it did not. That's weird. How did that get there? Huh. Odd. Okay, anyway. One of these. He's into tornadoes now too, a little. Yeah, sometimes maybe a little too much, because I hope the next time we have like a tornado warning that he doesn't freak out too much. He'll probably be okay though. He'll probably be so interested in wanting to see it that he won't stay in our safe space. Being able to think in 3D space isn't that common of an ability. Could be. Well, I'll have to show you all what he did. I thought it was pretty impressive. He's either going to freak out or think it's so cool. I haven't decided. Yeah, I guess it just depends. That's how it goes. He could go either way. All right, this piece. How come that? Oh, that's why. Okay, this is supposed to be here. This little piece, I was like, this isn't supposed to be on the bottom, but it actually is. Oops, I think my phone's too close to the mic. I got some buzzing. I don't think you all can hear it in their feed, but don't show him the Twisters movie or I want to be a Storm Chaser. We're already watching Storm Chasers on YouTube. It's already happening. He asked me the other day. He was like, "Can we watch Storm Chasers?" You show this kid one Storm Chaser video, and then he's just like, that's all he wants to watch for like months. Storm Chasers. Mm-hmm. Cross like this. Oops. I'm hoping that like the knowledge of it will like help. I mean, it kind of helps me sometimes. Like I like to watch whenever I know a big storm is coming, I like to like watch Ryan Hall. He's on YouTube, Ryan Hall, y'all. And he does a lot of like Oklahoma, Texas, like a couple other, the surrounding states, and watches for tornadoes. And I like to watch that because the knowledge of like where the storm currently is comforting to me to a degree. Like if it's windy outside, I don't have to think like, oh, the tornado's right here. It's coming, If I know like, oh, it's over this city and that's X time away, and then he'll tell you it's gonna head this way, and then I look at the map and I'm like, okay, we're not in the path. Like that helps, Or even when we are, I'm like, okay, at least I know something's coming. So hopefully it's the same for him. That I don't think he has much storm anxiety. I don't think he's gotten that from me yet. Ooh, I hate it, man. I hear the wind and my stomach drops, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, it doesn't. But I get the worst storm anxiety, and it got worse when I got older. I don't know what that's all about. I never used to have it. But I do now. All it takes is a little bit of wind, and I'm just like, I crumble. It's very fun. And it's a lot of the times when we're not even in direct like danger, right? It's just the like idea of like, or the sound of the wind will just like, man, I feel it. I feel it, just that anxiety in your chest, you know? Oh, interesting. Okay, those are going like that. Lots of moving parts on this, more than I thought. I was afraid of thunder when I was a little kiddo, and my dad, always dad, mom wasn't allowed, read about thunder to me from a dictionary. And now I'm so into thunder, I always go to the balcony to watch. That's cool. Yeah, that's what I think is his case, is that he thinks it's all so cool. He understands that, like, he'll be like, tornadoes are dangerous. We can't be in them. But sometimes if you're a storm chaser, you can get in a car, you know, and you can go. He does stuff like that. What the heck? Who's this? Primal Freeze, hello. Let me get you a shout out. Let me make sure I spelled everything right. Primal Freeze, shout out. Thank you so much for the raid. Makers and Crafting, what were you crafting today? What were you making? Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everyone. I'm Nonder. I do LEGO streams on Saturdays whenever I have the sets and can afford to. And then during the week, I play games. Going into Minecraft on Monday. But this is what we're building today. The MIDI scale Falcon that just came out a week or so ago. The pickup truck thingy. The pickup truck thingy. Which was it, the recent one? Hey, it's Andy. Hey, Andy. Andy, are you responsible for this? The dark red pickup. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Another brick and A-full. I love that. Certified A-full here. OG. I'm old. I think I was around when that term was coined. But yeah. You're not a responsible person? Well, it's still good to see you. It's still good to see you. Hey, however you found us, I'm glad you found us. We're just talking about thunderstorms too. Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. When we got Domino, we wanted to be really calm when he heard the first thunder. My younger was a bit scared of thunder before that, but with Domino, she was calm and soothing. And both don't fear thunder. That's good. The dogs don't get too scared. Biddy is anxious just in general. I think that's just her default state. So she gets a little whiny, but outside of that, the dogs are usually pretty okay. I was never afraid of storms and lightning till I lived in Florida and was close enough to a lightning bolt to feel the heat wave on my face. Holy cow. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. And the thing is like I've never really been in like tornado or really, really bad storm that was like life-threatening. So I don't know where it came from. I think it was once I became a homeowner and a father, and like, I don't know, there's just something changed in me someday, and I can't really explain when or why it was. But the storm anxiety just turned on, and I was like, whoa, and I can feel it every time when it happens. It's so, a lot of anxiety, at least for me, like kind of tends to come on. You start thinking about something, and then you think about it more, and then you think about it more, and then it slowly builds. But the storm anxiety is like, I can hear wind and just get it instantly. If I know a storm is coming and then I hear a big gust of wind, it's like I just drop, It's so weird. Like, I can function, obviously, but like it's weird. You weren't afraid of it until you moved on to the 6th floor. That'll do it. Ark, what's up, Ark? How you doing? My grandmother's doggo went under the bed when it was thundering. That dog's mom went under the couch in my aunt's room. Another dog. Okay, that dog's mom. Another dog went under the couch. Okay. I thought you meant a person went under the couch. You know how sometimes they say, like, they say dog mom, Worried about the safety of my family? Yeah, it's more about anxiety, and I know some of you might be able to relate, but like anxiety is more about like the what ifs. Like, what if my fence falls? What if my roof gets torn off? What am I gonna do if I don't know, fill in the blanks, right? That's for me what my anxiety is all about, is all the what ifs. And whenever I hear a storm come through, it's like the biggest what if that you could have. And then your mind just kind of starts like tumbling down that rabbit hole, you know? Like Alice in Wonderland. And sometimes it's fine, and sometimes it's worse. It kind of depends on what's going on. What's up, Ghost? How you doing, unknown Ghost? My fatherhood changes loads. Yeah, my little monster is the most important thing in my life. Absolutely, I'm right with you. Yep. I'm by mountain ranges here. The wind gets nuts. 120. Oof. And those are just gusts, huh? See, I think if the gusts were common, it would be, I'd probably be fine. I'd probably be able to handle it. But like, I live in Texas, and like one of the things Texas has is just, it doesn't do anything halfway. If it's hot, it's very hot. If it's cold, it's very cold. If it's stormy, it's going to be a tornado warning. You know, it's just, there's no in between. Get more sleep, Ark. Do you have to be up? You can go to sleep. It's okay. You have no obligations for the day, but also you don't have to, you can sleep too. No obligations means more sleep, you know? Another brick and A full. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome. We have fun here. I'm glad you all found us. Let's see, what else? These ones here. Okay. I'm assuming that the outside panels are all going to clip to these little clips, or these little, come on, focus. I got to work on the autofocus on this thing. What does AFOL mean? Adult fan of Lego. It's an older term. Hence, you know, it's kind of one that was coined in the early days of the internet on Lego forums, of which I was in plenty. Well, really only one major one. It was a Lego Star Wars forum. I was quite the regular on. Met a lot of fun people there. Technically responsible for how I met my wife. She wasn't on that site, but, you know, you've heard the story before. I've heard the perfect analogy a few years ago. Anxiety is what if, depression is if only. Yeah, that feels pretty right. At least for me in my experience. My dad was from Oklahoma. No thanks. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't move to Oklahoma. Oof. Gonna raid and sleep. It's 11:30 p.m. Sounds like we have another Aussie, huh? We happen to have quite a few of those here on the morning streams. It's early for me. It's like, 7:30 a.m. So, yes, definitely, if you got to go, if it's been a long stream, and any of you who came in on the raids, if you got to run, I understand completely. It's an older term, but it still checks out, sir. It's an older code. It still checks out. A fairly old lad. That, too. That works. You're just winging it? That's pretty good for winging it. It's an older code, but it does check out. 11:34 p.m. in Australia. I absolutely love the Australians.
It's Chuck
Thank you
Norris's
all so much.
Water.
I seriously
It's a roundhouse kick of hydration.
have met some of the nicest people from Australia. One of my wife's best friends is married an Australian and moved to Australia. Love it. I've heard depression's living in the past, anxiety's living in the future, happiness is living right now. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. So the thing that I try to find though is like in the moment where I know it's anxiety. I know what's happening. Getting it to stop is like really hard. So maybe I'm trying too hard to stop it. Maybe I should just like go with the flow, you know? I'm too tired to be now. Living in the moment can sometimes mean falling asleep. Isn't that the ultimate moment? Knowing is half the battle. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Do I have everything on this page? I do. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. I gotta make some more progress here. Not fun fact. One of the meanest people I've met was from Australia. Now living here in cold. Jeez. Living here in cold North Europe. The meanest people. Well, I guess we all have them, right? At some point. And ad is on the way in 5 minutes. Thank you, Bebo, for that warning. You'll get another warning right before it starts. If you know how to trick your brain to release happy chemicals, you're good. Teach me.
Anyway.
You cabbage. Teach me. Teach me, Primal. How can I trick my brain? So far, all I try to do is, like, remind myself that, like, okay, you know, obviously there's a storm coming. You have storm anxiety. It's fine. It'll pass. Breathe, you know, do some deep breathing. But, like, I wish there was something I could do to just be like...
It's Chuck Norris's
no
water.
effing idea.
It's a roundhouse kick of hydration.
Oh, I have no idea, but good luck. Yeah, I feel like that's probably what it comes down to, right? Is like maybe just embracing that is how your mind works, and that's, you know, what is happening to you in the moment. Thank you for the roundhouse kick of hydration. Those takes on mental illnesses are very general and generic. I do try to keep things fairly general and also personal. Like, so the way that I'm describing things is the way I experience it, and I am understanding that other people experience it completely different. So yeah. And then that you might also be ones. Oh, the ones in chat. You're talking about the ones like just live in the moment, that kind of stuff. Happiness is living in the moment. Well, but I'm guilty of that too. I have to, well, guilty is not the right word. What am I trying to say? All I'm saying is this is how I have experienced it. And yeah, like the depression living in the past, anxieties in the future, happiness is living right now. And I think that MRSA would also agree with you on that too. Definitely run. Primal, thank you so much. Appreciate you. I'm going to flip it over here. It looks like we're building these little main things. Yeah, everybody experiences things differently. For some reason, mine is maybe not only around storms. So there was one time not too long ago where I was anxious about something different, not storm. I was a little anxious, and I was managing it just fine. I was like, my mind was kind of racing, thinking, worrying about stuff, you know. And I was given Zeke a bath, and just kind of sitting there, my mind just would not stop. It would not stop racing the whole time. And then, but I was like, okay, like I was like, you know, I'm fine. Like I can make it through this. Like it'll be all right. I knew I was a little anxious, but I was like, it'll pass. But then I heard a huge gust of wind. And when I tell you, I don't use this term very often, but when I tell you I got triggered, like the anxiety, I felt myself like drop. So it was like the anxiety already of what I was thinking about, and then the already very strong storm anxiety. And it just, like, I had to tell Mrs. Nonder, like, hey, can you finish his bath? I'm sorry. I knew it was happening, right? I was like, I have to have a minute, because I felt so, like, I felt like I was about to have an anxiety attack at that moment. A lot of my anxiety is just kind of like, I don't consider it an anxiety attack, but at that moment I was like, I'm about to like fall apart. Like I need to go pull myself away. And that was the weirdest thing. It was just a lot of stuff all at the same time, and it just collapsed me. It was pretty bad. But I was very happy that I like was able to note it. I was very blessed and fortunate and happy to have a partner that I could rely on to be like, hey, here's what's, and she didn't miss a beat. As soon as I said it, she's like, absolutely, let's like go. Like I had to come into the office and like sit on the chair and breathe, and I managed, I think, to pull it away from being a full on like attack, you know, which I don't have often at all. But I knew it was coming, you know. So very, very fortunate to have somebody in my life that was so ready to just support me in that, you know, and I'm ready to support her in that too, because we all deal with the anxiety and anxiousness quite a bit. I'm missing a piece. Just slam it down. Just get irrationally angry now. Where is it? Bum, bum, bum. Why do I feel like I knew this piece was somewhere? It's one of these. It's one of these slopes. It's this one. Ads have started. Thank you, Bebo. It's this one. Now, did I use 1, 2, 3? Yeah, that's correct. I used the proper amount there. Did I drop it? That is something that I tend to do quite a bit. Oh, not camera. Flashlight. It's dark down here. No, I don't see it. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe it's just it's blending in and I don't see it, but Oh. Pro tip. Do not throw away your bags until you're fully done with the build, because you'll find little guys like this like to get stuck in the bag. Pro tip. That's for me, a professional Lego guy. Okay, and here it is. Here's the thing I wanted to show you. At least one of the things. Welcome back from the ads. Look at these pieces, okay? In any other set, these would definitely be stickers and not printed. So I ask you, what is the logic behind what set gets stickers and what set does not? It doesn't make any sense, because I've heard that the Tantive 4 over there, the Tantive 4 one that we'll do next Saturday, well, if I don't finish this one today, we'll do it some other time, but the Tantive 4 back there, I have been told, has some of the most annoying stickers of all. So that's odd. Maybe they roll a D100, maybe. Which ones would sell more? I mean, so like, in all reality, this set would be worth more because of the printed piece, because this is now like a nice, unique piece, right? Since this is stamped on, this is printed on, this is now like a different piece than just if this was blank, right? And you had a sticker with it. Because you could technically take that sticker and you could move it to a different piece and have that, you know what I mean? Like the sticker doesn't really add that much to it. But this is now a unique piece with a unique part number, like all of that, because it has to be here for this set. So I don't know. It'll be really interesting once we get to the Tantive 4 to see my reaction to that. We're actually on bag number 3. I'm back. Had to help my husband with my parents' dog. She's going to the bathroom in the house. Ugh, I think she misses my parents. Dogs do that, huh? Do they act out a little bit? I feel like my dog acts out sometimes, specifically Smokey. Sometimes it feels like spite, you know? Poor guy. But yeah, we're on bag 3. Actually, probably about to open bag 4 here in a few minutes. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, and then these circle pieces go here. This is a nice core. Like, this is a very solid core. Planet core. I love a set with a nice, like, a nice core to it. Don't say anything about the grip. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I had another raid. Isn't that awesome? Sus grip ×2. I knew it. I was like, I wonder if Lars is still here. Don't grip it in a sus way then. I don't understand how gripping something is sus though. Like I get like, you know, I understand that. But like, how should I have gripped it? Like, what's the proper way to grip this? That's a grip, right? Maybe based on cost, how much to make printed pieces versus how much to make stickers for how many of those sets are being made. I'm sure there's some kind of algorithm to it that has to do with all those factors, but I don't know. It just used to be a day where they were all printed pieces, all of them. It's sus either way. Okay, so just don't grip things. Okay. Just quit it. Just quit gripping things. No, it's all in fun. I get it. I was gonna ask for Minecraft on Monday. Are you gonna do a creative world or survival, or it is a secret? It's not a secret. I'm gonna do creative. I'm gonna be building Rick's Road in creative mode. I'm not a big fan of survival mode. I hope that doesn't turn anybody off to it. But I like making big projects, and I like being able to flex my building muscle without the limitations of, oh gosh, I have to go farm this material now, you know? So I'm doing it in creative. I'm not saying I won't ever do a survival. If people want it, we could start a survival world, or I could hop onto Kay's survival server. But I think for what I'm planning on building right now, it makes more sense to do creative mode, if that works. I'm happy either way. I was just wondering if you're going to start building. Yeah, I'm going to start by building right away. I'll show you kind of the idea that I have, some of the reference pictures, and then going to show you the place that I found in the Badlands. Actually, I'm kind of thinking twice about the location. Maybe we scout a new location. But yeah, it should be fun, and then we'll get right into building. I mean, I should hit the ground running. I'm just hoping that it'll be interesting enough. But you all keep it so interesting. I feel like I could talk to you all like for hours. So it's really exciting. Seeing how good these Lego streams have been going makes me very excited to see how a Minecraft stream is going to go. I did it back in the day. I played, a year, maybe 2 years ago, I played quite a bit of Minecraft, but I didn't really have a whole lot of people around at the time. I had a nice little core group of people who would show up in the beginning, or maybe even towards the end. But I had many a stream where I would be streaming for 3 hours, and then by the end of it, nobody was there, and I was just like, all right, well, bye. So many a time for that. So I'm very happy that like the format really seems to be working. The 1 hour format, like I'll get quite a bit of building in during the week then. You know, that's like 4 hours worth of building a week, not counting the weekends, you know. Hey, Horror Man Knight, how's it going? Hello. So yeah, I'm super excited about it. I'm ready. I'm ready. And I was very, very pleased to see that people were instantly into that idea, you know? That's what I want. At the end of the day,
it's Chuck Norris's
I want
water.
Everybody to
it's
be
a
excited.
Roundhouse kick
you know?
of hydration.
Thank you for that, Mersa. I'm doing pretty good. We're building the Lego Millennium Falcon. The little MIDI scale one that just came out a week or so ago. And so far, so good. What else was I going to say? Yeah. And then talking about how we're starting Minecraft on Monday. That's going to be where the little turret gun's going to go. What are these here? But yeah, at the end of the day, what I want to do is like, I want to do things that I like doing. Obviously, that's a given. But there's something about having you all behind the idea, an idea that I have, and then having everyone go, oh, yes, that's absolutely what I want to see. Like, that feels pretty good to me, you know? That feels pretty awesome. A lot of extra pieces in this one. But they all seem to make sense. I've really been into watching people build, too. That's why this is always up. Because sometimes I'll just... Oh, and I need to... This is infinite drift still. Let me back it up just a little bit. This is still infinite drift that I have on the monitors behind me a lot of times. And I've been into building with B00 again. Like, Zeke is really into watching B-dubs, he calls them. He's like, is there a new B-dubs video? And that's so cool. I need to comment on one of his videos and just be like, man, like, I appreciate you keeping things very, he keeps them very PG, very G a lot of times. And the fact that he and I are really bonding over B00-100, I think is just so cool, you know? He built his first house. Did you guys see that? I put that in the Discord. He built his first house by himself. And it's adorable. It's like, it's so weird that it makes you sad at the same time. It makes you so happy, you know? The square, yeah. And it's like, when you look at it, you're like, which one of us here, upon playing the first day in Minecraft, did not make a simple square house to escape the night, you know? Like, it was just so, man. Something so remarkable and so plain at the same time is beautiful. There's something about life, you know? First asked me the same. Is there a new B-dubs video? And in Z's voice, no new B-dubs video? Video? He calls it a VO. A video. If he comes in this morning, I'll have to have him say B-dubs for you. It's so cute. So cute. How's everybody's movement been going? It is a classic kid thing, yeah. How's everybody's movement been going? Yesterday, I did I hit like 8,000 to 9,000 steps because I throughout my work day, I rearranged my office. Well, it didn't really rearrange. I pulled everything out, dusted, vacuumed. I put the standing desk over here now so that it's, my main desk. I did a lot yesterday. So, yeah, I don't know today. Yeah, today might be a little harder to accomplish as well. You're taking the day off. That's fine. Yesterday, I got so much done. That's kind of how I'm feeling, is that I did move a lot yesterday. And I'm still going to try to find a time to like maybe play some Beat Saber or something just to get at least something in. But today and tomorrow are probably going to be the ones that are going to be the most challenging. Weekends always are. They always are for me. And if I wasn't doing the challenge, I would be like, yeah, it's fine. It's a weekend, you know. I would normally cut myself a little slack on that too. You've been lazy this week? The whole week? Well, what is lazy to you? Teaching the next generation of young minds about science, about the amazing world of science. Teaching like maybe the next Albert Einstein, or you could be teaching. This is very likely. You could be teaching what the first person on like Mars. You could be teaching that kid right now. It's probably somebody a little older than that because we're not that far away. But yeah, like you could be teaching the kid who steps first on Mercury. I don't know, whatever. You could be doing that. You wouldn't want to go to Mercury. That'd be pretty inhospitable. Don't do that, kids. Don't go to Mercury. But you know what I mean? Like, that's so exciting to think about. I was studying more this week and playing video games. See? You got stuff done. You accomplished things. I taught T.J. Watts' wife. Who's T.J. Watts? Should I know that name? I don't know names. Who is this? Tell me all about him. Okay, so this part is gonna go right here. Steelers football. J.J. Watts. J.J. Watts, isn't he the Texans? You're asking me? Do you not watch football? Ashley does. I don't really. But, like, I don't know the names of most people. So don't, I do live in Texas, yeah. But I don't really watch football. I bet you anything that Ashley knows, but she probably either fell back asleep or is currently listening to music. One of those two things are probably happening right now. I'd put money on fell back asleep, but geez, this got all flipped around. I don't think that's supposed to happen yet. Okay, there we go. You know Aaron Rodgers? Unfortunately, I do know that name. Mr. Pfizer himself. Mr. Johnson & Johnson. That guy? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mr. Vaccine Expert, I like to call him. He's somehow had time from being really bad at football to also get his degree in being an epidemiologist and a creator of vaccines, because somehow he's so smart about it. He knows exactly what he's talking about. Couldn't possibly be all the CTE that he's experienced has anything to do with that at all. Anyway, I shouldn't shame. But however, the football players kind of do it to themselves, I just can't stand people who are so divisive like that on something that they don't really know. They don't really know what they're talking about. And it's so obvious, Personally, what I like to do is, if when I don't know about a subject, I just don't go out there pretending to be an expert on it. I listen to the people who are the experts on it. That's it. It's not that hard. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. And, either I'm going to learn about it somehow, or I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. That's usually what I do. He's welcome to his opinion, but he's also opening himself up to scrutiny. Then I can also say his opinions are bad. And that they are just that. They're just opinions, Look at all these greebles. Look at these little greeblies. Yeah, not a big Aaron Rodgers fan. Never really was. Even before he spouted off about vaccines, like he's just not really good at football. Like, he hasn't really done a whole lot for the Packers, like when he played for them. Like, it's not like he's no Favre. I feel like people put him on the same pedestal as Brett Favre, and that doesn't make any sense, because he doesn't seem to win games, Yeah, see, I'm far more up on the stuff outside of football than I am about, like, what's happening in football, Yeah. I'm more into all that kind of stuff. I know all their controversies, but I don't know what their scoring record is like. I don't know. Would he have done better in the Bears? I don't know. Did they want him to? Snacky, you're streaming early. What's up, Snacky? How you doing? Where's my mouse? Da Bears. Snacky. I gotta get this command set up where I can do this automatically, because it's really hard with the keyboard over here. And Snacky, your name's so long. Snacky the shark, right? Yeah. I'm so used to just calling you Snacky. Okay, I cannot misspell shark. Don't do this to me. There we go. You were only sleeping? You were sleeping? Only sleeping. Imagine watching Snacky sleep. What were you doing? What were you up to? How long were you live? Wow. Oh, hey, there's a Coleman doing a honk shoe, just a little honk shoe. Doing a honk shoe. I love that. All right, flipping this back over. Okay. Putting one of these bad boys here. All right, and this is the bottom of this one. Well, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. I always say this. You might not know this, Snacky, but I always say whenever I see you, and I've only been able to like I caught a VOD after one of your streams because I was interested. I'm like, what's this guy like? What's this person like? And I gotta say, I like it. I feel like we could be friends. That's the vibe I'm getting. And also, look at that. Isn't that cool? This all pushed down into this little clip and made such a satisfying little click that I feel like I want to do it again just to replicate it. Hold on. Oh, shoot. I'm breaking it all now. Oh no. Oh, no. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Yep. It's all... And I just broke it all. I was watching Clone Wars and trying to sleep. It was so uncivilized. That's why Coleman was there. Okay, that makes sense. Is that why? Makes sense. It's fine. Whoops. Man, everything is breaking now. I just wanted to have you guys hear the click. You know? Okay. I think we're good now. Put it right there. Oops, no, flip it around. Yeah, there we go. Hello there. What is that? Daz. Hang on, I got to get a bigger view. This monitor's so small. Daz Ranksta, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome. I'm using a tiny little portable monitor to be able to do the Lego stream and still see chat and everything, and it's... I'm wishing for my cardboard to show up, but I won't see it for a few days. That is horrible. Sleeping in the name of democracy, Jard. Or sorry, the fist. I am unfamiliar with your desire for cardboard. I think he's talking about the Star Wars cards, right? Yeah. Trading card game, a Star Wars trading card game. Okay, here we go. I've got it set back up again. I'm gonna get it on the mic. All right. There is a beard hair in that mic. I hope that that's just a beard hair. Let's go with that. It's definitely a beard hair. Here we go. All right. Hold on. Here we go. Ready? Ooh. It's like cracking a back. It's like cracking somebody's back. Right? I thought that I heard it. I hope you all were able to hear it. Hope the noise gate didn't stop it. That was thick, right? Yeah, that was good. Excellent. All right. Felt that in my fingers. Yeah, me too. Bag number 5. Ah, the old TCG money pit. Yep. I'd be tempted with this new Star Wars one. I've never been into a trading card game. I would be tempted purely because of how excited Coleman is about it. Like, I just want to have something in common, you know? Hey, look, more printed pieces, guys. No stickers. Interesting. If it's not a beard hair, I'm impressed by your flexibility. It's definitely beard hair. My beard sheds quite a bit. It goes through like phases, right? Of shedding and growing. For some reason, this last time I got a beard trim, I feel like she usually does such a great job, and I feel like the angle is really, you see that angle? It's just not quite fitting my face shape. I'm not sure what happened. She usually does a really good job. So I think I'm going to have to grow it back out again and get this angle taken care of. It's so fun. It would be kind of cool to be able to do on stream, to like open packs on stream. It could be kind of fun. I did start Arkham Horror CCG, but that's less of a money pit, even if it's not cheap. Where should maybe I don't know. Maybe I should give it a shot. I've never done it before. I was never into Pokemon. I kind of missed that whole train. Wasn't into Magic the Gathering. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Does it not interest me, or did I just never give it the old college try? I did start. Okay, I read that one. Howdy, Code. How's it going? Good morning. You could always buy the starter deck. It comes with 2 pre-constructed decks: Vader versus Luke. Okay, so how much is the starter deck? How much money are we talking about here? How much of a money pit would it actually be? Probably cheaper than Lego, right? Then you and Coleman can play at LutzCon. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Oh, interesting. There's going to be one on this side. And then we'll flip it around and put one through this side. I just need more money to go away for no particular reason. That's what you just said. No, I'll turn it into content. It'll be content, baby. A starter pack was $35.95 Canadian. How many cards are we talking? What's a good dollar to card ratio? See, the problem is like I'll probably, if I end up going to LutzCon and playing it with Coleman, I'll then be like, okay, that's cool. I got to get in on this, and then it'll be too late. I'll be so far behind, you know. Be too late. I'm waiting a singles market to develop for Star Wars. Then I'm probably gonna build a little deck. Nice. I just never done a deck like a card collecting deck building game. This is when Coleman says, but I don't buy to play. Really? He's going to keep them all like wrapped up. Is it that kind of game? Do, 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 do. All right. There's a little over 100 cards in the starter. Okay. That's pretty good. And so is the gameplay sort of like Magic the Gathering? I mean, I haven't played Magic the Gathering, but I guess I like sort of understand like all the cards do different things, and some of them are better than others, and some can be used in different situations better than others. Like, I don't know. Is there luck involved? Because I'm not a lucky person. Just ask my dungeon master from my old D&D games. I'm not a lucky person. It makes it very unenjoyable sometimes. It's fairly straightforward. Okay. Magic the Gathering changed so much since it first came out when I played. Looks like the hilt of a sword or a lightsaber right now. Oh, yeah? Does it? Too bad I can't grab it. I'm messing with It would be sus if I tried to show you that. You did it on purpose. You did that on purpose. Hey, look at that lightsaber. It does, though, kind of. It kind of looks like Kylo Ren's, you know. You're just trying to trap me. That's funny. I tap 2 Tatooine and 1 Alderaan to activate my Wedge card to give me my Rogue Squadron +2 and Trample. I didn't, but it was very funny. It is pretty funny. I thought you were just trying to trap me. All right. Looks like we're working on the mandibles. At least one of the mandibles. I don't think I'm going to finish this today. This might be a 2-weeker. This might be one we have to come back to. There's just a lot to build, you know? That doesn't seem... Is that right? No, it's got to come down like one more. Whoops. Oh, shoot. Something. Oh, no. Oh, no. Everything's breaking. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. What have I done? Star Wars Commander? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, I guess that's how it's supposed to go. We'll figure it out. If it doesn't end up working together, we'll figure it out. Joke still stands. It does. Prolong the Saturday Lego streams. Unfortunately, I have to like probably after this, I'm gonna hang out with the kiddo a little bit, and then until probably lunchtime. I want to see, is it raining today? Because we might take another walk if it's not raining, and then I gotta get ready to go to the movie. Let's see. It'd be nice to get in a walk before that. It's 42 degrees. Ew, it's a little cold. It went from, we had the AC on the other day to now the heat is on this morning. But it is going to be 60. It's still going to be like 47 by 10 a.m. though. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll get a walk in today. Might be a little chilly. And I understand for a lot of you, you're like, that's not cold. But just keep in mind, this is Texas. Things have swung like wildly in the wrong direction. Oh. You're getting snow now? Fun. At the start of the game, you draw 6 cards. Play 2 as resources. Then you take turns until you both pass. Oh, it just moved. Until you both pass. Draw 2 and play 1 card as a resource, etc. That doesn't sound too bad. An ad is coming here, or an ad is here. Thank you, Bebo. It's almost done now, though. Nah, it's cold. It's just like when you got a kid. You want it to be like nice out so that you lessen the excuses, you know. You don't want them to get sick either. That would be the worst part. But we'll see. We'll try to do something before I leave. Just making the other. I think we're either making the bottom or the other side. Yeah, we're making the bottom of it. I hear laughter. Here he comes. Okay, and then flip it around, and it's gonna go on this side. I love stuff like this. This layering like that is so cool. Look at that. Huh? Huh? Did you guys see something? I don't know if you could see that on the camera. Something weird. All right, let's just keep building, shall we? It's like a Lego waffle. Yeah. It feels so good. Like, it feels so good in the hand. Okay, nah. Huh? He left. I'm not sure why he left. Yeah, he just took off. He's probably gonna grab something and come back. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. He was too excited. He's like, I gotta take care of this first. All right. Yeah, I just love the way that they. I don't know. I love the sandwich. The studs on bottom and on top are pretty cool. He came out and whispered, "Hang on, I need to pee first." Good guy. Good boy. Good job. So proud. I'm going to switch to this scene for right now. Hi, Smokey. Okay. Hi. He's on the mat there. I don't think you can see him. We love Snot. Stud's not on top. Exactly. Big fans of Snot in this household. Look at this. So we put this piece on, and then you just go. Boop. Seems really tall, though. What? That looks like. That's really tall. Huh? Huh? I mean, I guess that's right. The gap right there just looks really big. Can you see that? See that? See my eyeball through that? That seems really large. And I can't quite tell how large it looks here. Everything looks right, though. Okay. How's Gas Station Simulator? Yeah. How's it going? Whoa! Oh my gosh, you scared me! What are you doing? Hi. I'm building a Millennium Falcon. Isn't that cool? Look, this is what it's gonna look like. See that? Isn't that amazing?
Where's the little guy?
What little guy?
The Han Solo and Chewbacca.
A Han Solo and Chewbacca? This did not come with Han Solo and Chewbacca. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a different scale, so it's not minifigure scale. Cool, huh? Yeah. How you doing? Did you sleep okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do this morning?
What are those things?
What are those things? Little docking rings so that they can dock to it. Isn't that cool? Oh, Ams was saying she heard cool things about your planets, your Lego planets. Should we show them your Lego planets?
Yeah.
Okay. You know where they are? I moved it over there. It should be the ones on the top.
Hey, I'm gonna. I need to show. There's a girl.
There's a girl on TikTok? What? He just said there's a girl on TikTok. How do you... What? Oh, okay, so he's talking about you, Ams. He said there's a girl on TikTok that I gotta show my Lego planets to. Well, this isn't TikTok, buddy. It's okay, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Bring it up here and we'll fix it on camera, okay? Don't get frustrated.
I was just getting tired.
Yeah, and oh, you're just getting tired, not frustrated. Okay, good. Okay, so here's one of the planets. Which planet was this?
Neptune.
Neptune. Okay, let's fix Neptune real quick.
This Hermione and that's Neptune. Didn't fit.
Okay, it looks like there might be some pieces of Neptune missing.
Got it.
Got it? Excellent. Cool. All right, so here's Neptune. We're not finishing the Falcon today, folks. I don't think it's going to happen, but that's fine.
Oh, boy.
All right. Oh, boy. And Mars is broken, too. Do you have any more pieces? There should be a red.
There's more.
Yeah, there should be a red one for Mars and a white one. This will be Mars. This is so much better. Hey. It is, though. Do you want to bring the whole thing over here? Here, I can set this aside. The whole blue container. You want to bring the blue container over here so that I can help you rebuild these?
Well, I don't know where the rest of the more.
Yeah, that's fine. It should be in there somewhere. Oh. I just noticed something on this. Okay, here.
Remember Saturn?
Yeah, we're going to have to rebuild Saturn, too, so...
Yeah.
All right, here's a white piece for the top of Mars because Mars has a polar ice cap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Mr. He would say, hey.
Mhm.
And remember the North Pole was, Mars is, that.
Yeah,
And
is
remember
white.
We was
Mhm.
fighting.
We were fighting?
Yeah.
Oh, were we? About the... Oh, yeah, because you didn't want to do the North Pole white, even though it has a polar ice cap, right? But, like, you're the one who always wanted it that way, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
because
so-
I like it because it has a
Here.
color I have on.
Do you want me to rebuild Saturn real quick?
No.
I'm gonna rebuild. Do you want me to rebuild Saturn? No, you don't want Saturn?
I do, but this has to fix more.
Yeah, it's just I don't have the piece to fix Mars. I'm missing.
I found it.
You found it? Okay, go ahead. Oh, it is up there. He did find it. Jeez.
Why I went up there.
Probably because I just picked it up off the floor and didn't realize it was part for your planet. So it's probably me. Okay, it's chaotic. Okay, all right. So what's this here? You want to sit up here with me?
Okay.
Okay. Ah.
So there's Mercury, Venus, Earth,
Cabbage.
Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune, but we need to build Saturn.
Okay, so our mission is to build Saturn then. Okay.
What? Remember you built this really?
Yeah, this is part of the Saturn's rings. We'll have to take it apart to rebuild.
Oh, that
Saturn's,
was like a half ring.
Yeah, Saturn's rings are very fragile, right?
Yeah, and pretty flimsy.
And what?
Flimsy.
Pretty flimsy. Saturn's wings are pretty flimsy. Okay. You got all the pieces?
Yeah,
Okay.
kinda.
Hey, Mofo, how you doing?
This Moa.
Who's Mofo? His name's Big Mofo Gaming.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're putting together the Lego planet. You okay? Does that hurt? Sorry. Here.
It's Moa girl.
Is what?
It's Moa girl.
I don't know.
It's a little kid.
Maybe he's just a little kid. I don't know that either.
Or
Okay.
he was just a baby girl.
Just a baby girl. Is Big Mofo a baby girl?
Nope.
Nope.
I just see a
Okay.
heart. Nope.
All right. Okay. Can I let go? If I let go of you, you're going to fall. So can I let go of you? All right. There you go. All right. I got to have both hands for. Okay. There you go. You good? All right. Let me rebuild this real quick. So this was actually something we did on stream a while back, was create better Saturn rings for him. And so, of course, now that we did, we have to do this. The rings have to be this certain way every time. You know. Oh, Smokey. Jeez. It's a blessing and a curse, you know. So Big Mofo says he's a 3D Lego Jedi. Is that cool? He just said, yeah, that's cool. A 3D Lego Jedi. I like it. Oh, jeez. All right, I'm going to fix this. And we'll get back to the Falcon, maybe. Maybe.
Oh.
Huh?
Watching videos.
Oh, you want to come here and tell them all about B-Dubs. Who's B-Dubs?
Videos plays Minecraft a lot.
He plays Minecraft a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This
he also builds stuff for this. He's kind of like a master builder.
He's kind of like a master builder. Wow.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Is B-Dubs better at building than Daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you know, I'll agree with you on that. I think B-Dubs is better. Stop laughing. I can hear you laughing out there. Mommy's laughing at me.
And me.
Oops. Okay. This is wrong. This part needs to... Oh, sorry. I'm not showing my screen anymore.
You're showing my face.
I'm showing your face? Yeah. Did you not want me to show your face? Okay. Should clip this and send this to B-Dubs. He'd absolutely love it. I should. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll try to send it to him on Twitter or something. He doesn't know me, but we know B-Dubs, right?
Yeah.
I did. Oh, go ahead. He's kind of like what?
Oh, weirdo.
He just said B-Dubs is kind of like a weirdo.
Yeah, because he's pretty
Because he's pretty silly. That doesn't make him a weirdo, though. That's a weird thing to say. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, and remember in the other movie Remember the guys got him and he had one heart left
One heart left, yeah.
in the cave.
In that cave, yep, I remember that. That was pretty cool. There is Saturn with its beautiful rings.
Okay, let me start over
Okay,
again.
let's start all the way over. Okay, all right, here we go.
So Mercury,
Mercury.
Venus,
Mm-hmm.
Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto.
Pluto. We always got to include Pluto. Is Pluto a planet?
No, it's a dwarf planet.
Yeah, it's a dwarf planet. That's right. There we go. There's all the planets.
Can I point?
Ask your mama.
I'm
But
gonna-
yeah, you can probably. Well, yeah. Let's make sure mommy's cool with it first, okay? What are the other dwarf planets? Can you name them?
There's dwarf planet Pluto that has some moons
Mm-hmm.
called Monkey, Haumea, and Eris, and Ceres.
And
Just
Sirius.
so you know.
Just so you know.
I like it like it. So I'm just gonna ask Mom.
Okay, just ask mommy. I'm cool with it if mommy's cool with it. But then when I'm done, you'll have to bring him back in, okay? Hurry. He is a star. Am says you're a star, Zeke. He just goes, I am. I know. I am. He's kind of like a master builder. I definitely have to go through and do some clipping here to see if I can capture him saying he's kind of a master builder. B-Dubs is really good at building. I'm not half of the person or the builder B-Dubs is for sure. She said it's cool. All right, he's gonna come and slowly but surely take all these planets away, and then we'll get back to it. Yeah, because we still have a little bit of time. We're definitely not gonna finish the whole thing today though, which is fine. That means we get to stretch out the Lego builds. You know, we get to have another week of Lego builds. Another Saturday. I didn't even know there were more dwarf planets. The weirdest thing too is Haumea is kind of egg-shaped. It's pretty. Yeah, it is. It's pretty weird, he says. I've learned more about planets and space that having this kid than ever. And I was into astronomy and planets and stuff as a kid as well, and I didn't know this stuff. Of course, some of the stuff we might not have known when I was a kid either, because we're always finding new things, right? Yeah, kinda. Finally bought my daughter her first Lego sets. What did you get? I would love to see what you got her. And how old is your daughter again? He's definitely I rushed him into the Lego probably sooner than I should have because there's no going back now.
I know.
Yeah. The series How the Universe Works is an amazing series on space. Is that on Netflix or something? He just went, "Wah!" Yeah, he was saying, I don't know if you could catch it, but he was saying the other dwarf planets, in addition to Pluto, are Maki, Haumea, Ceres, and what was the last one? Eris?
Yeah.
Eris? There might even be more. It's on Discovery. Mike Rowe narrates it. Interesting. Can't watch it anywhere at the moment. Yeah, unless you pay for. Can you get Discovery Plus where you are? It might be on there. It's a relatively cheap streaming platform, but we need to work on the checklist. Yes, Mrs. Nonder has been implementing these checklists before he gets to have like screen time, and I tell you, this past week, I think it's working really well for him. Jeez. And I think it's working well for Ashley too. Isn't Discovery in Disney Plus? Ashley would know that. I think they have their own Discovery Plus service, don't they? Lars is like, I'll show you. Sail the high seas with me, Omina. We could find it together.
I don't know about this. It's turn of a planet.
Is it part of Max now?
What the?
Who knows? Who knows? They might have gotten pulled in. I guess I could look at it while we're waiting here. He's still got he's got one left. Checklist time.
We just built the Pluto a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. It looks like you can still get Discovery Plus.
Ah. Bye, Daddy.
Bye.
See ya.
I'll see you later. Love ya.
I wasn't survival Minecraft.
This one here on that, yeah, that's Infinite Drift. It's not B-dubs. I should just put up a B-dubs video. But I needed one that was longer than B-dubs videos. Yep, I will see ya. All right. He's such a good kid. You see what I mean? Okay. Let's just do a little bit more building. We got about 30-ish minutes. And then we'll get going. Okay. All right, and this little mandible, I'm gonna grab this, okay? Okay. This one goes right there. Ooh, this is gonna be so solid. This is gonna be. It all depends on how they put the panels on. If the panels are on solid, this is going to be one of the most swooshable Millennium Falcons I think they've ever made. It's one of the biggest problems I have with most of the Falcon sets is and especially, I mean, obviously you're not swooshing this one, but the panels for the top are just laying on top. And so it makes it really hard to especially on the display stand it's currently on, to have all of those not just slide off. So if the panels that they have on this one are as solid as the rest of this is so far, it's gonna be so swooshable. And yes, I still swoosh my Lego. Swooshability on top. That's right. All day. All day. I swoosh it all day. See. I don't know exactly what this part is that we're building here. I love being surprised, though. I was so into planets, I forgot what I was building. Oh yeah, and also, in all fairness, so we used a YouTube video. It's by this channel called Kylie Makes It. I could put that in the Discord too if anybody's interested. But just gives you a rundown of how to make the round shape. And made it pretty easy. You know what the?
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Woods Z.
Who? What? To Wood Z.
An anonymous user gifted a tier
An
1 sub to
anonymous
Aussie Death
gifter.
Row.
Holy cow. Oh, look, Mrs. Nonder got one. These are all going to just play now. They're
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub
did
to
this?
MRSN0 Ender.
Who did this? This is too kind. And to be anonymous about it, too, that is far too kind. You don't even get the credit
An anonymous
for it.
user gifted a tier 1 sub to Fantasy Animal Vegan.
That's Fantasy Animal Vegan is a famous Minecrafter. Well, okay, I mean famous in my heart. So that's great.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Iris LaBerb.
Iris is also another streamer, does a lot of Animal Crossing and let's see, Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, cozy style games. So these are some very, very deserving, not because they're streamers, but because they're good people, you know? Thank you so much, whoever did that. Holy cow. Thank you. Jard, I didn't want the ornithopter. But then I watched part 1 of Dune again the other day, and I was like, maybe I kind of want that. I always forget you can do them anonymous. Is that you, Code? Was that you? That was very kind. Whoever did that, seriously, that is amazing. And those are some very deserving people. I appreciate that. Too kind. Y'all are too nice to me. Don't stop, but you're all too nice to me. Ornithopter, thank you. That's so much easier to read. So much easier to read. No, it wasn't you? Okay. All right. So they wanted to be anonymous. We'll respect it, but I really do appreciate that. I love it. You just got some subs. You can buy it now. Yeah. That is what I spent. I spent just about outside of $30. I spent all of my Lego fund or my Twitch funds on these backlog. But I think it was a good investment into the channel. You know. I would love one day for this to be all like self-sustaining. Not that it would like replace my day job. I mean, if you wanted it to, I'd be fine. But I mean, like, if every bit of this could go into just getting more Lego for the stream to get more Lego for the stream, like if it started to like self-sustain itself, that would be wild. That's kind of just about the only dream I have when it comes to this. Obviously everybody who does streaming would like, it'd be so great to like do this as my full-time job. But like, I don't think that's probably going to happen. But I could definitely see it getting to a point where it funds my Lego addiction. This piece is loose up here. I'm going to try to push it down with the brick separator without doing what I just did, which is break it. This part's really kind of giving me struggle. It's a part where I pulled it all apart again to give you the click, and now it's giving me a lot of trouble. Like this. Okay. Oh, geez. I shouldn't have tried to get the, what am I doing here? Hold on. There, like this, and like that. Okay, there we go. I shouldn't have tried to... What am I thinking? Okay, this goes... Jeez, I'm losing my mind now. I'm losing my mind. There it is. Okay. And then put this piece back. Here, you'll get another click. There it is. Okay. All right, hopefully that's the last time I'll have to do that. I prefer tips over gifted subs. Less money going to large corporations. Absolutely. I understand that. Yeah. There is a... I'm not trying to plug my tip, but I do have one set up for that purpose as well. That if somebody wanted to not give Twitch quite as much money, there's a way to do that as well. You like that click? Yeah, you do. Lego's always a good investment. Would you venture to non-Star Wars sets then? I mean, probably. I think the only other issue I'd have is outside of like if this thing was self-funding. The only other issue I would have is, looks like I'm flipping this upside down, is a space issue. It's like, what do I do with all these sets? Like, you know, so if I ventured outside of Star Wars, that would also be make the huge leap to Dune. Yeah. That would be that'd just be an investment in space too. So, one day the dream would be to have, I would love to renovate our garage. And obviously, this is just a dream. I'm not saying we're doing this right now. So, like, don't worry, Mrs. Snotter. I'm not going to co-op the entire garage. But what I'd love to have is a giant table in the middle with, like, some stools that you can sit and or stand at. And then around every wall, just storage, just drawers for parts. If you've ever seen the YouTube channel called Tested, it's by Adam Savage, who used to do the Mythbusters thing, and they're in his workshop a lot. And that's the vibe I'd want to go for, only all Lego, you know? Build a shed/basement. If I could have a Lego basement, that's the dream too. If we ever get out of this state, we don't have basements in Texas, or at least where we are. If I ever get out of this state, that is definitely part of the dream too, is to have like a basement that I can turn into a whole man cave. If he gets a she shed before me, yeah. No, I don't think I would do that. At least not here, I wouldn't do that. We don't have enough space for that. She really wants a she shed for her reading. She can make like a little library. That would be pretty cool too. Northern Texas would have basements. We were talking about this the other day, that if we moved around, we could use some more space in this house. We really could. So if we moved and stayed here, like kept my current job, I would have to be close enough to where if they required me to come into the office, it wouldn't be like a huge deal, you know? So we could move a little bit further out from where we are right now, but also like I wouldn't want to move too far. And then if you're not moving that far out, you're still in Texas at the end of the day, you know? Yep, there's the ads. Thank you, Bebo. Build the shed out of Lego. Perfect. Yeah, just like Belle. That's probably exactly what she's thinking. A friend of mine has a really cute she shed. You should definitely put pictures in there. I like the idea of getting like a decent amount of land. And instead of building one big house, having multiple smaller houses, like obviously having like one house that is the main house where most of the stuff happens. But then for your extra spaces, having sheds like that, I think would be really cool. Did I use the right? Oh, I see. The overlap is wrong. Yeah, but having like sheds. So like I could have a shed for all the Lego stuff. Mrs. Nodder could have one for her library. All the extra bonus spaces being separate buildings, I think would be like really cool. Really cool. But yeah, I'm so insanely jealous of anyone who has basement space. I really am. Man, I wouldn't even need to do too much to it. I would still want it to have that basement vibe, you know? I wouldn't need it to be like a fully furnished space. It could be a little industrial. The industrial look is like really cool. I like that a lot. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I did this wrong. This has got to be on the other side. All the books and pillows and blankets. Yeah, it would be like our own little library. With just cozy stuff all in it. It would be amazing. I agree. I think Dutch Waifu would really agree with you. Yeah. I think just about anybody would like that, right? That'd be pretty sweet. Bum, 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 bum. I ultimately want to get a bunch of land, build a full house on it with a massive shop, couple tiny houses for guest houses and office space. Exactly like that. Yeah. Whether or not I'll ever be able to do that or afford that is a completely different story. But, you know, I can wish. We can all dream, right? But the goal has been and still kind of is to get out of the state, at least. To get out of Texas. Hopefully go somewhere further north, where the very air itself isn't trying to kill you. But I don't know. I'd take an attic too. And a nice library attic would be so cool. That could be really cozy too. If you get it insulated correctly, like that could be really nice. Really nice. It's like, how are you only live for an hour and a half? And then I remembered OBS crashed. Yeah, and now I'm going to have 2 VODs. Dang it. Oh, well. Oh well. At least it didn't happen during a Friday show. Speaking of which, I need to download that. Really want a proper attic more than a basement. I mean, we do have an attic. It's all storage. It's not great. But like, I think if I had to choose, I think I'd rather have the basement. Also, somewhere to have a storm shelter, you know. I would rather go into a basement than an attic, you know, when it comes to storms. Depending on where in Texas you want to stay, land can be pretty cheap. True. I think the biggest thing would just be that initial investment, right? And that's the thing is like, I don't really want to stay in Texas. So like, even if we found a place outside of like the major city, to where I could still commute, you know, with like an hour or so, it's still, like I said, it's still Texas. It's still, the experience is going to be very similar, other than we'd have more space, which would be nice. But then we'd be like, okay, we're staying here. Like, we're not going anywhere at that point. And then we'll be here the rest of our lives, you know? And I don't know if that's what any of us want right now. Yeah, we actually just had that talk the other day. Like, well, you know, we need more space. Do we start looking? But my interest rate in this house is so cheap. You know, so like it would be so the only way I would sell it at this point is to get out of the state. That'd be the only reason I would get rid of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. How does this work? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I see. I had that wrong. There we go. And some of the angles in this one are really odd. Yeah. She just says, no. There's a plot I've found like an hour from me that's 4 acres, so there's space at least for 2 houses and for me to have a forge. I grew up on 4 acres in a relatively small city, but had all the necessities around, and it was just kind of a normal-ish neighborhood, other than our house that was set back from the road. Man, I miss that house. I miss that house a lot. A lot of stuff I don't miss about living at home, but that house in particular, I still have good memories of, you know. But yeah, I grew up that way. And that would be a pretty good, if I was going to live like in a city, that would still be a pretty good amount of land, I think. Move to Sweden. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. You know, I don't know. The thing is about moving to another country, it's like, don't you need to have like a decent skill set to do that? Is that possible? I mean, you talk about getting out of the United States. That also would be kind of a decent dream as well. But guys, like, I'm not. Anytime I feel like you're gonna go to another country, they're always like, okay, well, what's your skill? Like, what do you bring to the table? And I don't know. Like, I know I'm notoriously hard on myself. I am. But that being said, and I'm being completely honest, I'm not particularly skilled at any one thing. You know what I mean? I'm being realistic. I'm not being too down on myself. I'm just saying, like, I don't have a degree. I don't have. I didn't have particularly great grades in school, nor did most of my grades ever even get logged to begin with. I just, like, when it comes to that, is like, what am I giving? I'm a great constructor. Watch my streams. I'm a streamer. Let me into Sweden, please. I would like to go to Sweden one day. I'm worried I would fall in love with it too, though. That'd be like, oh, these are my people. I finally found them. And then I would never want to leave. I imagine that based on your work experience, you could probably find a good job in a similar sector. Probably. But even that, I have experience. I have years under my belt. I'm not so sure I have like, I don't know. I know I'm too hard on myself, but like, you know, what's up, Koro? How's it going? I'm notoriously hard on myself. I get it, but I don't know. Now, could I potentially find a job with Lego in Billund? And would they allow me to move? See, that's the thing. Is like, let's say that I applied for a job with Lego, and they're like, "Wow, we're so impressed. We want to immigrate your entire family over here to what is that, Denmark? Yeah, Denmark. Like, we want to immigrate your entire family here." I don't see my particular skill set and even my experience being worth doing that. You know? I've said this in the past, so this isn't really a secret, but I have applied for positions at the U.S. Lego, I don't know, not headquarters, but there's one in, gosh, why am I blanking on it now? Connecticut. There's one in Connecticut. I have applied for multiple roles there and have yet to even get as much of a callback. So I feel like my experience isn't particularly like, yeah, thank you. I knew you'd have it. I was like, she's going to be yelling it at me right now. But so I know my experience isn't particularly jaw-dropping to where they'd be like, oh, let's interview this guy. So I don't know. We're in a weird place. It would be in Mrs. Nonder. What's the city? It's been a while since I looked at the roles. I got a little Enfield, Connecticut. I got a little unmotivated by the lack of like any response at all, that I'm like, ugh. But I'll try. I am gonna try again. I actually looked a couple days ago at what they had open. Didn't see anything interesting to apply to yet, but there's been multiple times where I'm like, I could definitely do that job. Are they gonna pay me enough? Because one of the problems is like what I make here is pretty good based on the area. So like, are we gonna make enough to survive if I have to take a pay cut or something? You know, trying is the best you can do. I am trying. I am doing that. That is the best you can do too. Well, and hello, Ghost. All right, I'll head up there and put a "Have you seen this man?" Pick him on, hire him. Dear Lego, hire him. It would be about the only job I think I would leave my current job for. And it isn't that I like love my current job so much that I'm like, oh, I just love this company and this No, it's not that. It's just the fact that I have 14 years almost in this company. It takes a lot to pull you away, but it would definitely be consisting of moving out of the state. That would be what would do it for me. All right, and this mandible is ready to go. So I don't know. It's just like, what if they won't take me in Enfield? Are they gonna take me in Denmark? You know, or is anywhere gonna take me in Sweden? I don't know if my skills are just. I would need to offer more, and I would want to offer more to a country like that. You know. Gotta head out, Jard. Good to see you. Good playing with you last night, too. I was looking at land near me, and it goes for like $140K for 4 acres and $2.5 million for 140 acres. Now I'm thinking I may go buy a Powerball ticket. Yeah. I mean, if I ever won that kind of money, that's definitely what would happen is like, I'm getting a place out in the middle of nowhere where I can build the nicest house, and then I'm just pulling myself away from society. I'll say I looked at farmer jobs in Stockholm, for example, in demand management. Lars knows too much about me. I think Lars knows who I am. That's fine. It's not really like a secret. It's really not. I just don't talk about it too much. They have no education requirements, just job experience, which I have, and no Swedish needed. That's nice. Did I hear Non say Connecticut? Yeah, there's a Lego location in Connecticut. I think it's the U.S. distribution. Like it's where everything kind of funnels through into the U.S. And so I have experience in what they would want in that role too. I just haven't been able to get anybody's attention. And then of course there's a lot to think about there. Like moving a family across the country is going to be a big challenge. Yeah. I'll be gone most of the day today, but I'll be back tomorrow evening if you want to dive. Much love. If you see me on, hit me up. Minnesota's cool too. I like Wisconsin. I mean, from the times that I've visited, I like Wisconsin. Minnesota, I imagine, would be pretty similar. Don't let any of the Minnesotans hear that. I don't know. I was looking at a rehab instructor job that had education plus experience and all the things someone who had worked for 30 years has. 30 plus years. Whew. If that happened on Merson, I would come visit you all, and then you'd have to kick us out. Would you? You'd start squatting on my premise. I think it would probably be far. So, as far as survivability, given the current state of our medical, let me think, of our medical infrastructure, our insurance, all that kind of stuff. I think going somewhere like to Europe and Sweden or somewhere like that would probably make it a little easier for me to survive on less money, but living where I live right now, it's ridiculously expensive. You guys would be shocked at how ridiculously expensive it is here. And it's one of the things I have kind of not a beef with, but something I bring up to our company a lot is you guys are forcing us to live here now. We've been working remote for 4 years, and they're letting us work from home, which is great. So many places are going back on that, and they're not. But you do have to stay here. You can't go anywhere else. And so that's my biggest gripe with them is you're forcing us when we don't have to, forcing us to be in a location that is so incredibly expensive because you want us to come in randomly for a meeting once a month. Okay, that doesn't really make a ton of sense, but okay. So that's one of my gripes is I wish they would not do that, but they're not going to let up on that, I think. But I also get to work from home 99% of the time. And what other places let you do that nowadays, So I'm not complaining about that at all. I would just also like to not live somewhere where my money could go so much further in so many other places. It would be life-changing if something like that happened. But it's not with my current company. So if I want something like that, I'm going to have to go somewhere else. Where's this other piece? Oh, there isn't. Oh no, there should be one here somewhere. There you are. There you are. We pick up Ghost on the way. Also, I think I've been in the healthcare industry as a patient. I feel like maybe I'm just too aware of the details yet. No, I don't think you're too aware of the details. It's good to be aware of the details. You have to skedaddle. CLRs. Am I going late? Oh, I'm right at time. Let me finish this section here before I open another bag, and then we'll go. DM the company name may have some contacts up here. Oh, what do you mean? You're talking about the Lego company? Lego is who I'm wanting to work for. That's who I'm in their distribution / logistics kind of thing, I found California jobs, remote jobs pay dumb amount and remote usually. Dumb as in a lot? I'm in the office 100% of the time, and soon I won't have access to the internet while working. Yeah. That's what I don't want to get caught in a situation like that either. So I'm not going to just go and work for any old company, and and end up, yeah, we moved out of Texas, but I'm arguably in a worse situation with work. You know, I don't want that either. And so many places are cracking down on that now. We're seeing it more and more and more. For some reason, they really want butts in the seats. Paid a lot for those buildings. They got to use them. If we were still in Texas, I had my last job, we'd be golden. I mean, maybe. So, like, they pay well, but also it's super expensive to live here. So, it's kind of a... I think if you have two incomes, it's not too bad. It's still... You're still going to struggle a little bit. You're still going to have to pay attention to, like, what you're spending and save and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not sitting here saying that we're down bad or anything like that. It's just that my money would go much further if I was making what I'm making here just about anywhere else in the US, other than maybe California. We'd be good. 5 p.m. Pharmacy closes at 6 p.m. I don't want to get up from bed. You might have to, though, to get to the pharmacy on time. Okay, that's gone. Anyway, yeah, so there's a lot that I want to do. Yeah, I just don't know. I would love to move out of the country. That would be great. I just don't know logistically how I make that happen. Unless I know somebody who's like, yeah, we'll give you a chance. Man, that's scary though, you know? But a lot of that is just the fact that I've been with my current company for so long that it's like the experience that I have here in the seniority is pretty wild, you know. But yeah. I'm hungry, but I don't want to go upstairs. You need to make a little snack cabinet and a mini fridge in the basement. I would have one of those in a heartbeat. I would have my coffee maker down there. I'd have a mini fridge, maybe a deep freeze and a microwave. A little hot plate, you know. My wife would never see me. She'd always know where I'd be. That's an upside. You may not ever see me, but you'll always know where I am. You know I ain't running around on you because I'm down in the Lego cave. That's it. You'll know. I think that's a good trade-off, right? No one's home to cook. DoorDash would be like, I'm down here building Lego. Bring it down the stairs. I guess we're building some of the stand here. That's the only thing that makes sense. And then I guess we'll build the rest of it on the stand. Oh, okay. Two. Another one here. If you ever move, you need a little a room like in the Lego movie. That's exactly what I would go for. Only mine would be full of mostly Lego Star Wars. Minus the abusive controlling father part. Absolutely. Like he would have his own little corner, you know. I mean, we already do pretty well with like, you know, him respecting like what's here. And then also I've done better about like just let him play with it. What's the worst that can happen? He'll break it and you get to rebuild it again. Oh no, you get to do the thing that you love to do. More like cool. Like, oh no, it's the end of the world. Okay. This is getting in here. This is a very intricate stand. Oh, look what that did. That allows the stand to tilt a little bit. See that? So I'm assuming it's going to go like this. And then this can tilt a little bit then. Interesting. That's why the stand is so intricate. Okay, and then we do this. So I guess that's not impossible, right? I'm gonna definitely keep checking, at least for Connecticut. If anybody has any leads on getting us to Sweden, please let me know. If you know anybody who works at Lego, like that's what I feel like I need, is I need an in. I need somebody who can like get their foot in the door and at least get me to talk to somebody, because I can talk. I actually do pretty dang good in interviews, I think. I do pretty darn good. I have a good track record of interviews. Oh, okay. And then this little piece here actually now locks it into place. So it is going to be at an angle, but it's locked. It's solid. It doesn't wiggle anymore. Okay, and then now we're going to put what we have completed onto the Lego stand. And it says to push. Ooh, how does it do that? Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's studs on the top of this. So as you get it in here. Okay, come on, get back in there. Get in the hole. And then you give it a nice little, and it clicks in, and then it stays. Oh, this is going to be really cool. This is going to be really nice. Wow. I'm pretty impressed with this so far. Very happy. I'm kind of surprised it has taken me 3 hours, and that's as far as I've gotten. But hey, you know, bag number 8 is where we will start next time. I'm going to make, I don't have a bookmark, so I'm going to make a little, I'm going to bookmark it by manipulating the page. Don't tell anyone, okay? There we go. Very cool. Very nice. Omina, have a great trip to the pharmacy. Have a great day. I had a good day yesterday and a client pitch. Expected to wake up refreshed. Instead, woke up with imposter syndrome. That sounds familiar too. I have that. Yep. I'm a roundhouse kick of productivity. Nice. I'll stretch it. Thank you for the stretch. I met a couple of master builders, but never know any long enough to get personal contact info. Yeah, and I mean those. So I wouldn't get into Lego on the creative side, because I don't think I have the credentials to be like a set designer or anything like that, or the passion to. I just really like Lego. Like that's about as far as that goes. However, I do have some experience in distribution logistics, demand management, stuff like that I think I know I've seen Lego have postings for that same kind of stuff. So I know that I could be useful. I just have to like talk to somebody, you know. I got to get my foot in the door somehow. Your favorite part was the planets. Good. Mine too. Let's see. We won't have much left. We'll have just a couple of bags left next Saturday. This thing is going to sit on my desk for a week, and I'm going to be so tempted to just finish it, but I won't, because it gives us content. Wonderful, beautiful, amazing content. That's what we need more of in our lives, you know? All right. And I will be busy with Minecraft. That's true. I hope you all are excited about Minecraft. I am cleaning up for the end of the stream. That is going to do it for me. It says it's only been 2 hours, but OBS crashed, so it's been closer to 3. To show up at the office building and hand your resume to the receptionist / security, so I'd have to drive to Connecticut to do that. But, you know, fair enough. It would be great. I would love to work for Lego. Moving my family to Connecticut would be an interesting challenge, but we could do it. Social engineer your way into HR's office and leave your resume on their desk. They're probably like, what is this? And just throw it in the trash. Can't wait for Monday. Not work, but for your stream. Same. I don't hate my job right now. My job, if anything, right now is very slow. Little spurts of activity and then like nothing, which has been good for my brain lately. but it really does get you to thinking about life and about like what you want to accomplish. But it's been really good for me. You guys have probably all noticed the change in, like, this is when the pre-work coffee hour took off. It actually took off during my last job, which was a nightmare. But this one, like, just my mental space, my time to think about things has been like really, really great. So I'm thankful for it, even if it's just, it's kind of like it's not like a particularly exciting job. It's not fast paced. I'm very grateful for it right now, because it's just like, I can breathe, The culture sucks at your place, or just in general. Culture in general sucks. Monday's gonna suck. I'm the one that's gonna be working. Everyone else is on vacation. Yeah. Oh, it's spring break. I can tell you how many times that happened to me too, Code. Before I had a kid, everybody would be like, "Hey, spring break," and I'd be like, "Yay! The time that you all get to go have off, and I have to back up for you. Cool." Because I was like one of the few that didn't have a kid. So, but yeah, there is a lot of spring break next week. I think my coworker is gonna take a day off, at least one day off, to spend with his daughter, which I think is great. But I might be going back into the office next week, by the way. I won't know until Monday. But we might have another like Tuesday in office, because we want to do some more testing again. So I might be going into the office again one of these days next week. We're gonna miss a Minecraft day. I don't know what day it is yet. It's probably gonna be Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, but we'll see. Sorry, I'm not sad. It's okay to be sad. Let's see who we got here. Let's see. Who do we got? Who do we got online? I need a better way of doing this. I need, like, I don't know. Lars, there we go. I think it's only fitting that we send you over to Lars, our good buddy Lars. We keep the train going, because Lars was in Fro's chat this morning, or this afternoon for them. So it's only fair we keep that going, right? So go say hi to Lars. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful Saturday. Tomorrow I'm off, so no streams tomorrow, and I'll see you Monday morning for Minecraft. We're going to be master builders before you know it. All right, take care. Bye.